And so the thrill of the opening game. Giddy hope and expectation. They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Lookman defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gets a good foot in there. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to be impressed with Wilfred Ndidi. His ability to break up play and recycle balls are key components. And once he's in possession, he does tend to keep things very simple, never gets over-ambitious, just quietly gets on with his job and rarely gets caught out.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he's forced to go back. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? That'll be a throw-in. It's a good-looking delivery. Ndidi pressing high and with purpose. Osimhen. Looking to play him in. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
That's a good ball out wide. Very nicely done. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lookman. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So it's going to be another corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Fired deep towards the back post. He's on it. Can he get away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shot a goal! Goal! And Nigeria are ahead! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a promising position. That's very neat. Elects to cross. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Osimhen, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's really good defending. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Nigeria have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, played through for the wide man. Lookman. Aina. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. Flashes it across. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Osimhen. Lookman. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lookman is offering a wry smile there.
He rises! He scored! And this is getting better and better. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Nigeria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Osimhen is onto this, and he welcomes it in. He's being urged to shoot.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And the return pass.
This match was 80,607.
He shifted it to the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Played into the box. And here comes the corner. They've played it short. And he lines up a cross. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. The ball goes at surely now! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Lookman looking understandably energised after his goal. Aina. He's in a great position here. Osimhen, and he welcomes it in. Can he get onto this? Osimhen receives it in a wide position. Out of play for a goal kick. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Crosses it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, somebody who can whip in a decent cross, please make himself known to this team. It can't be that hard, can it?
Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. Opts for safety. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Bassi. Troost-Ekong. Aina. Passing is crisp and sharp. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Samatta. No way through there. Now it's Osimhen. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Coming on to replace him is number 22, Victor Boniface.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Troost-Ekong. Aina. It'll be a throw-in. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. Nigeria are able to take all 3 points on day 1, and they look for business in doing so. What more could one ask for? Lookman claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little... Nigeria are in need of one more big performance. So much at stake, and all outcomes plausible. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Tunisia looking to pass their way through. It's a really well-measured ball. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This fella, Ndidi, was plucked from Belgian football to become one of the best defensive midfielders in the European game. And I don't say that lightly. He's so good at what he does, he can anchor the midfield on his own. He's a superb tackler, and he pretty much allows his boss to confidently pick a more attacking lineup.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Osimhen proves just a little bit too strong. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Nigeria have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Hannibal. First quarter of an hour gone. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Umsakni. He's in plenty of space here. Hannibal.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Umsakni thinks about the shot. Aina. Now, can they get him away? That's very neat. Delivered with... He's got full! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's found a way through. Lookman! Shapes to shoot! Cleared without complication. Nigeria need a win here to make it through. Sakiri. That's Hannibal. Now this could be a chance. Hannibal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's onside. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Aina. Some good work on the right flank here. And that is out of play. Lookman. Lookman will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's being shifted off it. Hannibal. Great vision. Well, that has not gone well. Ndidi. Trostekong. Ball played for Lookman. Out to the right. Gets into some space. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Trostekong. Back to the keeper it goes. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Hannibal. Msakni. Tunisia finding their passes. Oh, that's a key interception. Ndidi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Perhaps here, the most significant 45 minutes in their group stage.
Nigeria are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. This is the time you need that pace.
No, that's been intercepted. Hannibal. Aina. Ball played for Lukman. Aina. Ndidi. Out to the left it goes. Hannibal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Osimhen. And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Looking to play him in. Big chance! And he's found the net! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nigeria penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
Tries to play it through. He was under real pressure there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Msakni. Msakni's cross. Cleared away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, we're watching a clear attempt to denying him space, and they're using every trick in the book.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Osimhen. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that has put paid to that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Nigeria have their place in the knockout stage all but secure.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now it's Osimhen. Ndidi. And it's Ndidi.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Passing nice and neat. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Showing good feet. Has crossed into the middle. And that has been knocked clear. Lookman. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Cleared without hesitation. Can he get it through? And he's gone backward here. Tries to get it clear. Spread out to the left. Very much into the last knockings.
Tunisia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's a sharp little ball. And the finish! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. So we're back again, fresh still in our minds, the highs, the lows, the stresses, the strains. And as they prepare to cross swords all over again, we remind ourselves of that magic of the game. This is what it does to you. It brings you back no matter what. And he's had a hit! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Ademola Lookman is a player familiar to followers of English football, Peter. And he's had a very interesting and varied career already, despite his relatively young age. I think he's really found his groove, playing as a number 10 or as a wide forward sometimes, where his explosive, direct and all that dynamic running really comes to the fore.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Deftly away. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Lookman. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a promising position. Showing good feet. That's a throw. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's neat. Played into the box. And he's taking no chances there. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Lookman. No goals as yet. Kong. Played back into the centre. Ball played for Lookman. Searching pass he's played there. Nigeria choosing to make the first change.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 13. Coming on the field is number 22, Victor Boniface.
And he's forced to go back. Carmel. No outsmarting him this time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely worked. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's looking wide. Not the most accurate pass. Nigeria making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Oh, no joy this time. Freddie.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. Good ball, good take. Ndidi. Ball played for Lookman. Boniface. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bastos. Well, that has not gone well. He can run onto that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bastos. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he welcomes it in. Now, who's going to be first to
There
this?
will be 1 minute added time.
What a throw in. Looking to play him in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bastos. And the counter is on. Great run on the overlap here. Freddie. Oh, sweet feet. Backward it goes. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Freddie, nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. That had too much on it. Nigeria still this single goal behind. Aina. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Early ball. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
The attendance
Your
for this
impression
match
so
was
far, Jim?
80,113.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bassi. Nigeria perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Freddie. Ndidi. A real chance to break. Carmel. Bastos. Oh, they could break here. No, that's been intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the through ball. Unsola. Bassi stands tall and stands strong. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's a shade optimistic. Carmel.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bassi looking to run onto it. That has been knocked clear. Nigeria have reclaimed it. Osimhen is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
So not long left in this now. Nigeria are staring a first-round exit in the eye. Unsola takes a shot! Nigeria are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Now it's Unsola. Freddie. Osimhen. And Bassi. Nigeria have reached the now or never stage. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nigeria can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Coming on the field, Number 19, our lead.
And it's Ndidi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice control. Ndidi engages and forces him off the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. And as is so often the case, their tournament ends not in a bang, but a whimper. A thoroughly disappointing exit in an adventure which promised so much. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, this will be hard to take, but they've gone down in fighting spirit, and that can be a slight consolation for them.
Well, the first day of any competition is special for everybody. A real red letter day for everybody that is here, and all of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I do hope you are comfortably strapped in for the ride, because... And the shot! An early chance there, first of the game. Point-blank header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Ndidi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good pressure, determined, intense. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Bassi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Distributed tidily. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. And he whips it in. And he's gone looking for safety. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Into the channel. Osimhen receives it in a wide position. Carmo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Carmo. Quarter of an hour played. Great vision. And he's quick to get it clear again. That'll be a throw. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. Good ball, good take. Cross into the box. And he's there to clear it. Opts to play it back. And he's there to retrieve it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Aina. Lookman. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stood up well to him there. And he's forced to go back. Carmo. And Zola looks to get on the end of this. And that's been intercepted. Lookman! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bastos. Opts for safety. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Out to the left it goes. Showing great feet there. And he's there to belt it away. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Bassi. And it's Ndidi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bastos does really well there. He is strong.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Zola. And he's being shifted off it. Can he spark a counter here? Bastos. Here's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
A quick reminder today that
reflections on the first half.
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Nigeria have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Nzola. Opts for safety. Swung over. Osimhen. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's forced to go back. Now it's Nzola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bassi. Aina. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Nzola. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now it's Nzola. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Nzola receives it in a good position here. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a decent clearance. Ndidi. Oh, now can they counter? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He was under real pressure there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself...
Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That has been knocked clear. Osimhen, up he goes! There it is! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Nigeria have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Osimhen being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
It'll be a throw-in. Played into the box.
Nigeria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Lookman. Now it's Nzola. Freddie ploughing through the middle. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nigeria close now to seeing this one through to the end. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Substitution.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find a character to respond from that.
Coming on the field.
He welcomes it in.
Number 22.
Now it's Osimhen.
Number 10.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Boniface! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So that's the first round done, and on we go. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, it's a first obstacle jumped, and they can feel optimistic about the potentially tougher challenges that lay ahead now.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale.
Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to what would undoubtedly be yet another high-caliber conflict, the sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last four on the line.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Benrahma elects to cross, he gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Aouar certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Some front-footed pressing going on here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, someone I see as a great defensive midfielder is this guy, Benacer. At 5'9", Peter, he might not seem the biggest, but he does have a knack of winning duels against much bigger opponents. And you can't fault his awareness and his decision-making, which are usually spot on. This guy rarely gets caught out.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he's picked it up out wide. Guiri. That has been slung wide. Benrahma. Aouar. Nigeria yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance. Oh, good read. Aouar. Boudaoui. He's on it, can he get away? Pass is just off target. And he's there to belt it away. Hit into the middle. The referee has given a corner. He rises! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Nouri. And it's Mahrez. Now Benrahma. It's a promising position. He's looking wide. Lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. So what can they make of this? Played out to the right. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And the keeper beats it away. Quality ball. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mahrez. Benrahma. Benacer. He can run onto that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's got away. Real chance! In he goes again. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Deftly away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And back to the goalkeeper. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Guiri. Now it's Aouar. That's a super give and go. This looks promising. Nigeria do have a chance to counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Benrahma aimed beyond the defence. Aouar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Aouar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an up.
And we've reached half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'm afraid to tell
Well,
you
the players
that we're
definitely know they're in a
expecting
derby.
traffic to be
More
heavy
of the
after
same to
final
come
whistle
after the
today.
break. You can be sure of that. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Benacer, Boudaoui. That's a good ball out wide. Ndidi. Lookman. Lookman going face-to-face with his great rival. He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Aouar. Now it's Benrahma. And it's Benacer. Bassi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Ndidi. Aina. And here's Osimhen. Bensebaini. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pressing high and with purpose. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's gone in! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Benrahma. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's forced to go back. Mondi. Nigeria have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. With the finishing line very much in sight now. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Nouri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Osimhen receives it in a wide position.
Nigeria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Budawi. Nouri. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Mahrez. Gets a good foot in there. Benacer. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now Benrahma. Pressure coming in from all directions. Knocks it out wide.
Algeria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Lookman receives it in a good position here. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that was nowhere near his best. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. So that's it. It is all over. Victory.